You know that feeling, right? The feeling of drinking that cold fizzy cola during the hot weather? Or the one where you reach for another cookie, even though your stomach is already rumbling with contentment? Or maybe you find yourself craving sugary treats all the time, even after a delicious and balanced meal. It's tempting to think you're just indulging in a little sweet treat, but what if those cravings are a sign of something more? We all know sugar is delicious, but did you know that overindulging in the sweet stuff can actually have some surprising and not-so-sweet consequences for your body? You might say, I'm not a sugar addict. I don't even eat chocolates regularly. But before you dismiss the idea, take a moment to consider. There's a good chance you're consuming more sugar than you realize, and it might be sneaking its way into your diet in surprising places. So, if you're starting to feel a little uneasy about your sugar intake, it's time to pay attention. In this video, I will be sharing these subtle signs that might be telling you to cut back on the sugar and take control of your sweet tooth. An endless cycle of sugar cravings. Imagine this. You just finished a delicious and filling meal, but instead of feeling satisfied, a powerful craving for something sweet hits you. You find yourself reaching for a candy bar or a chocolate chip cookie, even though you know it's not necessary. This constant craving for sugary treats might be a sign that your body is becoming addicted to sugar. It's a cycle that starts with a spike in blood sugar, giving you a temporary boost of energy. The problem is, this is quickly followed by a crash, leaving you feeling fatigued, irritable, and craving even more sugar to bring your energy levels back up. This vicious cycle can feel like a roller coaster ride, from a sugar high to a crashing low. The key to breaking this cycle is recognizing the pattern. Once you understand that your cravings are not a sign of true hunger, but rather your body's response to the sugar rush and crash, you can start to take control. With awareness and small changes, you can break free from the sugar cravings and enjoy a more balanced energy level. Don't stock sweet treats at your home, because if you can't control your cravings yet, it will be easier for you to just grab and eat it. Weight gain. While it's true that consuming more calories than you burn can lead to weight gain, sugar plays a particularly tricky role in this equation. It's not just about the calories themselves. Sugar has a unique ability to trigger hormonal changes in your body that directly contribute to fat storage. Even if you're meticulously counting calories and eating a healthy diet, excessive sugar consumption can sabotage your efforts. When you consume a lot of sugar, your body prioritizes storing it as fat, even if you're already consuming enough calories from other sources. This makes sugar a potent contributor to unwanted weight gain. And the weight you gain from sugar can be difficult to lose, especially if you continue to indulge in sugary treats regularly. Your body might say, we're going to hold on to this sugar just in case we need it later. This stubborn weight gain is not just about the calories themselves, but also the hormonal changes triggered by sugar that make it harder for your body to maintain a healthy weight. Foggy brain, especially after a meal. Just like I have mentioned a while back, you might be experiencing the classic sugar rush and crash. This temporary boost is often followed by a steep drop in energy levels, leaving you feeling exhausted, sluggish, and even a bit foggy-headed. Your body is caught in a constant cycle of highs and lows, making it difficult to maintain consistent energy throughout the day. This erratic energy can make it challenging to focus, complete tasks, and even get a good night's sleep. Instead of a steady flow of energy, you might find yourself feeling energized for a short period after eating sugary treats, only to be hit by an energy crash later on. This unpredictable energy pattern can disrupt your daily routine and leave you feeling drained and unmotivated. If you're noticing this yo-yo effect in your energy levels, it might be a sign that you're consuming too much sugar. Skin troubles. A lot of people already know that sugar can affect the skin, because as soon as they eat chocolate, a pimple shows up. Even cartoons show this idea. Your skin is a reflection of your health, and sugar can have an ugly effect on your appearance. While you might think of sugar as a sweet treat, it can actually trigger inflammation in your body, and your skin is often the first to show the effects. This inflammation can make your skin more prone to breakouts, leading to acne and other blemishes. Sugar can also contribute to premature aging, as it can damage collagen and elastin, the proteins that give your skin its youthful elasticity and firmness. I have made a separate video about this topic, so if you want to watch it, link will be in the description. Over time, this can lead to wrinkles and a less vibrant complexion. If you've noticed a sudden increase in acne, breakouts, or a duller, less youthful appearance, consider reducing your sugar intake. Making this change might be the key to achieving a clearer and healthier look. It's a reminder that a healthy diet not only affects your internal well-being, but also contributes to a vibrant and youthful appearance. Here's a simple tip. If you go to the grocery, don't buy snacks that are sweet, but instead, replace it with healthier snacks like peanuts. It's delicious. Mood swings. You might be surprised to learn that sugar can have an impact on your mood, beyond just a temporary sugar high. When you consume sugar, your brain releases a burst of dopamine, the neurotransmitter associated with pleasure and reward. This sudden spike in dopamine creates a feeling of euphoria, but the effect is short-lived. As your body processes the sugar, the dopamine levels drop, leaving you feeling down and even irritable. This roller coaster of mood swings can be particularly challenging for those who struggle with anxiety or depression. You might find yourself constantly chasing that initial sugar-induced feeling of euphoria, only to be met with a crashing wave of negative emotions. This cycle can lead to a dependence on sugar for emotional regulation, creating a vicious cycle of mood swings and cravings. If you've noticed that your mood is particularly susceptible to fluctuations, especially after consuming sugary treats, it might be a sign that sugar is affecting your emotional well-being. Dental problems. Sugar can be a major threat to your dental health. While sugar might seem harmless, it's a feast for the bacteria in your mouth, which produce acids that attack your tooth enamel. These acids erode your enamel, creating tiny holes that can develop into cavities. Over time, this enamel erosion can also contribute to gum disease and other dental issues. You might notice increased sensitivity to hot or cold foods and drinks, as well as a change in the color or texture of your teeth. If you're experiencing more frequent dental issues or noticing a decline in your oral health, it's worth considering whether your sugar intake might be a contributing factor. Cutting back on sugary treats can be a simple yet effective way to protect your smile and maintain your oral health. Frequent colds and flu. Too much sugar intake can definitely weaken your body's defense. When you eat in large amount, sugar triggers chronic inflammation, a state that suppresses immune function. It delays the ability of white blood cells to combat bacteria and viruses. Sugar disrupts the delicate balance of gut bacteria for a robust immune system. Sugar can also interfere with the absorption of certain minerals like calcium and magnesium, which leads to potential nutrient deficiency over time. If you continue eating sweets every day for longer periods of time, you are increasing your susceptibility to common illnesses like colds and flu, and possibly may contribute to the development of a more serious health issues like heart disease and diabetes. The hidden sugar, a sneaky enemy. You might be surprised to learn that sugar is not always found in the obvious places like candy bars and sodas. It can sneakily hide in foods that you might consider healthy, like yogurt, granola bars, and even certain types of bread. These foods often contain added sugars, which can quickly add up and contribute to your overall sugar intake. It's good to become a label reader sometimes and scrutinize the ingredients list of every food you consume, regardless of its perceived healthiness. I don't always do this, but when I am focused on my health and I'm unfamiliar on the food, I will surely check the label just to be sure. Pay special attention to the sugar content listed on the label and ingredients, and be wary of terms like high fructose corn syrup and added sugars, which are often used to describe sugars that have been artificially added to foods. Processed foods are particularly notorious for containing high amounts of added sugars, so it's best to choose whole, unprocessed foods whenever possible. Here are some of the foods and beverages that contains large amounts of sugar. If this is what you eat every day and realized you have to change it because you're already feeling something, then it's good to gradually limit eating these and choose healthier alternatives instead. By becoming a savvy label reader, you can make informed choices about your sugar intake and ensure that you're not unknowingly consuming more sugar than you intended.